got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash and love to speak.
On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills.
Mike, 58, right there.
And 61, matchbox lights.
Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 16-yard line. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Goal! Pilot, 64, weak.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. On the completion, Frank Gore. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Allen now on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Allen again. It's complete. It's Gore.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The sack by Jordan Willis.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibility.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. The All-Pro Andre Roberts deep for Buffalo. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Bills.
Mike spot.
Down 80.
Mike spot 4.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got Gore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Allen. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Bills first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41.
Check three. General West. Check 56.
54. Tackles. Check 4.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Watch quick.
Regular. Pass.
Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Just like that.
On three. Motion. Half 85.
On play action, Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Here we go. Check, check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
And go.
On first down, Allen. And Callaway taking it in left side. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
It's a game of 10. First down, Bills.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Mike's 54.
Hey, do.
54. No chance. Mike's
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3.
That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley there to make the grab. The Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. This is Bell on the dump-off. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They will run with Grant. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Mike's by 4. Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, watch that.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And an update now from down in Miami. And the Ravens have opened things up there. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. On first down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
218, jump.
Darnold from the gun. This one caught by Crowder. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll go again with Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Bell. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And the grab by Croft. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 50 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Smooth.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Watch the run, watch the run. Stop.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Hey, orbit.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 50.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Again, it's Bell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Watch the slant.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Alert!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to take a shot right away. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want?
He's got a man. Complete. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Acting like they know me.